Hi, I'm Michael Pollock, and today I'm going to be talking about 3 Italian cities that Shakespeare used as settings in some of his plays. Before I get started, I do want to mention that I'm not an expert on this subject. I'm pretty new to it. I've discovered all this information very recently, but I found it really interesting, and I thought you might as well. So I'll share with you what I know, some of what I know, and I'll cite my sources in the description, and you can read more about it if you want. First, I want to talk a little bit about the northern city of Padua. Padua is home to one of the oldest universities in the world. Founded in 1222, it is aptly named the University of Padua. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Padua became home to world-changing scientists, including astronomers Nicholas Copernicus and Galileo Galilei. The university is also home to the oldest botanical garden and the oldest anatomy theater. Although Shakespeare set his early comedy The Taming of the Shrew inside this city, he may have done so in spite of his reputation as a center of learning. Historian Francesca da Mosto says the following about Shakespeare's use of Padua in The Taming of the Shrew. Quote, "He wanted to turn the city of learning and science into a city of love and political incorrectness. He used its reputation, rather than actual locations, as a backdrop." End quote. The next city I want to talk about is Verona, where Shakespeare sets his plays Two Gentlemen of Verona and Romeo and Juliet. And this city is full of sites associated with Romeo and Juliet, including a Juliet statue, a Juliet tomb, and a Juliet house. Or maybe they're just sites related to Juliet. Additionally, Dante, a poet who has been called the father of the Italian language, lived in Verona for a time, and a statue of him still stands in the city. On an interesting side note, according to Rick Steves, 1,600 Japanese tour groups pass through Verona every year. And finally we come to Venice, where Shakespeare sets portions of The Merchant of Venice and Othello. An engineering marvel, Venice is sited on a group of 118 islands, divided by canals and linked by bridges. In Shakespeare's day, the Venetian ghetto was one of the few places where Jews were allowed to live and trade. In fact, Shakespeare's character Shylock in The Merchant of Venice is a Venetian Jew. Today, the ghetto is a thriving Jewish district of the city, and it is home to 5 synagogues. And that concludes our journey through Shakespeare's Italy. But before I end this video, I do want to mention one thing. There's a Thucydides quote that says, "Men make a city, not walls or ships." I think that's very true. Cities don't just spring up out of nowhere. They're developed, and they're affected by the actions of every member of the population. Just like how a large body is made up of many little cells, a city is made up of many people. And just like how the actions of every cell have an effect on the body, every person has an effect on the city. So I would encourage you to learn more about this if you can. I really enjoy learning about it myself, and I enjoy any time I go to a new city to learn about the people who have affected the city historically and how they've changed it and made it what it is today. So, in conclusion, thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.